Hello, hello. Yeah, you guys can hear me. Hello everyone. Hang on. Sorry for being late. Welcome to today's stream. I have managed to steal a waffle, as in Visu got me a waffle right before the stream started. So I'm gonna munch that, but I hope you guys are doing okay. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. What else? No, I think that was it. I hope you guys had a lovely weekend. I'm just making sure my audio stuff is like set up. Oh, hello, sleepy. Wait, am I back? I'm back. We're so back. Okay. Just quickly adjust things real quick. Okay, I think that should be fine. Hi Mio, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. I'm just gonna munch this. It's like a chocolate covered waffle. And I know today was the start of, I wouldn't say my diet, but it was definitely the start of my diet. And I have been good. This is the last thing I'm having today, but it's just like a tiny chocolate covered waffle. So I'm gonna munch that real quick. You guys will probably hear it, so I'll probably mute because it's probably not nice to hear. Well, some people might be into that, but you know. Sorry, I was trying to open it. It's in like they're individually wrapped, all right? Starting a diet with a chocky bar. I mean, it's a chocky waffle, so that's fine, right? A chocky waffle is different. But okay, hang on. It's just like a tiny waffle. It's just a tiny waffle. Also, last week we were like slowly but surely. So obviously we didn't care about a diet when we went to that event when I was off. And then last week we were like, okay, we need to get. I need to get back onto it. And then I said, okay, well, I'm gonna have a soft launch. No, soft launch of getting back into it. And what happened was yesterday we had a McDonald's breakfast and a cake delivered to our house. But my brain was like, well, it's the last day of the soft launch. So surely I can just go all out as it's the last day and then I'll be really good this week and going forward. So, and here I am about to munch on my chocolate waffle. But that's fine. I don't think we need to worry about it. I don't think there's anything to worry about. Let me just quickly check something. I have like a billion tabs open, which I've just now closed because I was doing some research into like UK boring business stuff. Very boring business stuff. What was I doing? I don't know. I was gonna Google something, but I don't remember what I was gonna Google. Oh, I just forgot. I don't know what I'm Googling. Okay, that's fine. Wait, something about... No. I have no idea. I literally got... Oh no, I remember now. I wanted to go into my channel. My Twitch channel. Also today we're gonna be doing modeling. Yeah, modeling. We're doing the wings. Yes, that's it. So I think that'd be fun. Yeah. I was trying to see what I look like when I look straight at you guys. Like, am I actually looking at you guys or am I looking like everywhere else? I feel like every time I look towards you guys, I'm looking to the side. But then when I'm looking like straight at, let me just like... I'm not like looking at you. I need to like be looking at you, I think. Let me see if I can calibrate it. I'm still not looking like directly at... I don't know what... Oh wait, hang on. I'm stupid. No. Damn it. I don't know how to look at you guys. I don't know how to look at you guys because I thought looking at my phone would work, but it doesn't. Or maybe it does. Maybe just because the way my face looks. I don't know. Hi, Flandre. Hello. Sunny is modeling for chat today in a bodysuit. Wait, wrong kind of modeling. Sorry. That will be a fun type of modeling, but not for me. Not for me. That could be cool though. Doing modeling while modeling in a bodysuit. that is also modeled. Triple modeling. Alright, I'm gonna have my little chalky waffle. But in the meantime, while I eat my chalky waffle, can you guys tell me about your weekend and what fun stuff you were up to? And I'll tell you about mine after. Does that sound good? I'm trying to get this waffle out, but it's like, it's not warm in my room, but it is like warmer than probably should be for eating a chalky waffle. So yeah, I'm gonna quickly just mute and see if I can munch this up. Had a home-cooked family dinner on Saturday. Oh, that's so nice. Which took the whole Saturday. Sunday I played some Monster Hunter with friends. That sounded like a good time, to be honest. I have like half a chalky waffle left, but I'll tell you what I did. On Saturday, I had my mission of returning the shoes, which spectacularly failed. Basically, I posted about this in Discord, but just for context, I had some shoes that I bought. I ended up buying the exact same shoes from a different store because the first store couldn't deliver it to me in time, as they promised, as I paid for, by the way. So I was like, right, out of pure spite, I'm gonna return the shoes where the store didn't deliver it when I needed them. So I went to a physical store location because I didn't trust their online system to work because they'd already failed me in the past. I don't know why I'm holding such a grudge, but I am. So I went to try and return the store. I almost said I went to try and return the store. I went to try and return the shoes. And when I got a hold of someone to be like, hey, I want to return these, it was not open, by the way. The thing was not open at all. Like, even like the parcel itself was not open. They were like, oh yeah, we can like return every brand except for the brand you bought your shoes for, like shoes from. And I was like, oh, okay. That's cool. All right. Okay. So we just talked and I just complained a bit about like, not about them. The person at the till was lovely. I would never, I mean, as someone who used to work like in like customer service-esque roles, I would never dare about, you know, being like mean to the person, whether it's on the phone or on chat or whatever. It's not like their fault that shit doesn't work in terms of processes and stuff. But I was just complaining about like the place I bought it from and like how it was like a shocking experience, and that's why I wanted to return their shoes. And obviously their thing didn't work, so they couldn't return my shoes, the one brand that I bought the shoes from. So I was like, okay, that's fine. They recommended, oh, you can either go to this other store, which is quite far away, or you can return it online. So I was like, right, okay, I guess I'm returning it online. So as like I wouldn't say as like a sympathy thing, but more like a, well, we've gotten this far just to return these shoes and they don't want to take my shoes, and now I'm like, I want to do something else. I don't want to just go home. We got food. I bought this VTuber figurine. I bought a few figurines. Usually I just buy one figurine, but I was feeling not angry, but I was annoyed. So I was like, right, I'm gonna get more than one figurine. But basically, I saw one of them, which was a Gnosia figurine, which I was like, holy shit, I've never seen Gnosia in this store before. What the hell? And it was of Setsu, which they're not my favorite character. I really wanted, I don't even remember my favorite character's name. I either wanted, oh my god, I need to get the names up, holy shit. I'm a fake fan. No drag characters. My favorite characters would have been Gina, SQ. I think depending on what the figure was, I would go for a Rockio. Stella. I mean, Comet is, yeah, makes sense. I think I'd even go for a, what is that name? Kukrushka? Actually, I think I'd just go for all the women, to be fair. All the women. Setsu, I don't think is a woman, but I still like Setsu. So there was only one figure, so I was like, right, I'm gonna get Setsu, I guess. And it's smaller than I thought. It's really small, actually. But it looks decent, and it wasn't like the most expensive figurine. And then I got the VTuber one, which was, I still haven't like checked out their content yet. But I think it was, the whole stick is like meat. No, I can't, oh. Karubi Akami. I think one of their names means meat or something, or steak in Japanese. But I think they're a Japanese VTuber, which I've not heard of. But they had two figurines. One of them was the one that I got. I also saw, I think it was a little girl, got another one of the one that I got. And I thought, oh, that's really cute. But I got one of them. And then there was another one. And I don't think I regret getting the one I got because it was cute, but I think I also wanted the other one because that one was also cute. But then I'm like, I don't know this VTuber. Like, if it was like Iron Mouse, so if it was like Raura or something, like someone I generally knew, I would be more inclined to just buy everything because I don't really see a lot of VTuber figurines like at that place. So I was like, right, I'm gonna get it because it's a cute figurine, it's a cute design. Hopefully they haven't graduated. Hopefully they're still around. I think they are, which is really cool. And the figurine is very cute. It's very cute. I took some pictures of them in the Discord, I think, and posted there. And then I didn't take a picture of this, but I actually did see this HoloLive mystery box. And one of the things you could get was Maureen. And then there were like 3 other VTubers that I haven't seen before or don't know of. I think maybe I've seen their designs somewhere, but it wasn't any like, it wasn't the HoloLive EN group or anything. It was HoloLive Japanese, I think. So I really wanted Marin because that's like the only character I actually know because she makes banging music. And then the other choice was you either get like the VTubers or you get their mascots, or who I assume is their mascots. So I was like, oh, well, if I get the Marin mascot like that could be fine too. That could be fine. I got a completely, I have no idea who this is type of mascot. So my gacha luck didn't favor me this time. But it's actually really cute. It's I checked the box out. I don't actually remember who this was a mascot of. But maybe it says it's like two batteries. It's 2 batteries, and one of them has like a heart on top and the other one has like a electrify on top. And they do look really cute. Of course, I don't have the actual VTuber that goes with them because you get a little stand, and I think you then can put, like if you collect the mascot and the VTuber, you can put the VTuber together with the mascots, and I think that's really cute. But yeah, I need to figure out who this is or who this mascot belongs to. Or these mascots, I guess. There's 2 of them. There's like one with the heart and one with the electrifying. Maybe if I take a picture, you guys will know. Maybe they're like a huge VTuber that I just never seen before. Which could be the case because I feel like I'm not online enough to know everyone. Hold on, I'll take a little picture now so you guys can see it. And you guys are gonna be like, oh my god, this is blah 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 blah. How did you not know? And I'll be like, sorry, I'm old. I didn't know, my bad. But yeah, there wasn't any like VTubers that I actually knew of, which was a bit of a shame. I would gladly buy more VTuber figurines if they were like in this one place I go to. Because I don't want to... the thing is, like, when I go to where I go, like, that's the place I'm like, oh, I want to see what they have. And like this time they had a shit ton of Mikus, which is very fitting considering Hatsune Miku is yet again trending because of the World Cup for some reason. There was quite a few Mikus. I have one of the latest one I bought was a Miku, and that one's really cute. So I was like, well, I've just recently bought a Miku, and I'm not like a huge fan of Miku, so not that I hate Miku, I'm not saying that, I'm just saying like I'm not like a mega fan. So I thought I'll just pause the Mikus for now. There was a lot of ferns and, well, I say a lot, there was one fern and a couple of free runs. There was a Himmel. So some of the free run figurines, you can get them in a set, or you can buy like something trio. So I think you can get 3 different figurines that like are of the same quality and like are meant to be together. And I think, no, I don't think I have any of those, but I think they sold 2 out of 3. They didn't sell the free run one version of that, so. Right, I'm just gonna take a picture now. Well, I've taken a picture. I'm just like preparing it. Right, so it's this one. If any of you guys know who this mascot is, or these mascots belong to. Hi, I'm here to return the store. It's not functioning right. It doesn't ship on time. Can I get a replacement? I mean, valid, to be honest. No, I think, I'm not gonna say it's my fault, but I think their website might not have been clear enough. So basically what happened was, I bought it on Sunday, the shoes. I paid for next day delivery. They said there would be a next day delivery. It didn't say anything about next day delivery, not like if you buy it on a Sunday, it's not gonna come. But they allow me to pay for next day delivery. On the website and on the email confirmation, it said it would come on the Monday after paying for the next day delivery, and then it just didn't. And that peed me off a bit. I don't think I'm gonna get a refund for next day delivery, but it is whatever at this point. I have, however, sent the shoes out to be returned. I got a confirmation that it's on its way, and I have like the tracking number stuff, so I'll just have to keep an eye. But I think they said that it would take like a week to 3 weeks to be able to refund me from the time they receive it, which is like a really long time if it takes like a couple days for it to be delivered. But yeah. So the shoes are no longer in my possession. I have the original shoes. I have the shoes that I used and went with. Like, I still have them because they're beautiful shoes, but yeah, it was a bit annoying. So I went to this place to get these figurines. Oh, and then I got an art book. So I got a Genshin Impact art book. And I think the last art book I had was the Arcane one. And that one, I felt like it didn't have like concepts, but it had lots of like ramblings and stuff, and I haven't fully read through it yet, but it had lots of like nice things. The Genshin one is literally just art and I don't know what I expected. I thought maybe there'd be like more information about the concepts, or maybe like early designs or something, because I think that interests me, or maybe like, you know, like the art from different angles, like concepts, not concept, but like reference sheets, or you know, something like that. No. As far as I've seen, because I've just like looked at a few pages today throughout the book, it's just the art. Like all of the art. But I think that's on me for expecting anything different, considering it is an art book. But I do like the Genshin Impact art style and like the art they've done. So I'm not mad, but I was like, I don't know, I thought maybe it'd be a bit different. But yeah. And then yeah, we got food, which is really nice. And then, oh, we had boba tea as well, which is really nice. I love boba tea. I love boba tea so much. But they changed their cups. So the cups are like really tall now, and I don't know why. But I think I was just really, really full. I forget how full a drink can make me. I think I just keep thinking that, oh yeah, sure, of course, I can fit this all into my belly. No, I cannot. I cannot. Not one after another. I can't. So yeah. But I still had a good time. It was nice. And obviously I was going with Visu. And then I think after that, what did I do? Oh, I think I did some Blender. Yeah. I worked on something that I'm not working on stream, which was fun. And then yesterday, Visu wasn't feeling so well. And we hadn't had a lot of sleep. I hadn't had a lot of sleep. Hello, Sajini. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, welcome in. Hello. Sorry, I was just yapping about what I was doing this weekend. How was your stream? Mass Effect. Ooh, you're continuing the Mass Effect saga. I remember from, was it last time you rated me? You had started Mass Effect? I'm gonna be working on stuff in Blender too, so I'm excited to head over here. We are gonna jump into Blender shortly. I was just going over what I did tomorrow. What I did tomorrow? Am I time traveler? What's going on? What I did yesterday. Yeah, it was yesterday, yeah. But yeah, welcome in Raiders, I'm Zenny. Usually I'm like completely absorbed into Blender and working on models. But at the moment, I'm just yapping before we move over to Blender. But yesterday, what did I do? Oh yeah, Visu wasn't feeling very well. And I was feeling a bit like I needed a break. So I was gonna say I needed a break from a computer, but we kind of did stay on the computer. We played Blueprints for like the entire day. Like we woke up and then we went to bed, and like in between all that time we still played Blueprints. It was great. We thought, oh, we're nearly finished with the game. We're not. So I still have so much. But honestly, not an ad, but honestly, Blueprints is an amazing game. So if any of you guys have been on the fence of getting it, you should totally get it. 100%. It's great. I think when we bought it, it was on sale. Not like a huge sale, but it was still on sale. So yes, definitely recommend. What are you going to be working on in Blender, Sajini? Are you doing model stuff? Also, I haven't finished my chocolate waffle. I think I have like 2 bites or 3 bites left, so I'm gonna finish that. But yeah, that was pretty much my weekend in a nutshell. A shit ton of blueprints, and then I had nice food and I got figurines. I spent money, basically. Also today I've been looking at like VGen again, because I'm like, oh, what if I get like a cute little outfit? And then I keep looking and I keep trying to convince myself to get it. Like not like a permanent outfit change, but just like a, oh, we'll have like this event or whatever and I can get this outfit. But every time I do, I'm like, if I have to try this hard to convince myself, I shouldn't get it. I need to see something where I just go, whoa, like that's me. Or I should just like commission someone. But yeah. Redebut model, need some add-ons, let me show you. Redebut? Bone Marrow Media's just checked in. Welcome in, welcome in. Ooh, hang on. Oh, is this secret? I won't tell us all. That is really cute. I like it a lot. Oh my god. The whole package. Wait a minute. Never mind. I'll DM you later. I'll DM you later. I think that's easiest. Yeah. Well, yeah, that looks really good. I'm excited. Almost forgot to check in. No worries, no worries. Yeah, that looks really good. Right, I'm gonna finish my, you're gonna watch me eat. I hope that's okay. I'm gonna finish my little chocolate waffle and then we're gonna move over to Blender, okay? And we can work on more feathers. And you know what? I'm gonna make a goal for today. We're gonna finish putting all the feathers on the wing because it's ridiculous that I've spent so long making them, okay? Does that work? All right, let me just finish my chocolate waffle, all right? I'm stressed about getting everything ready. I can imagine. I didn't like do much for mine, obviously. I did a little like last minute thing and then I spent 3 days stressing over finishing everything. But I think you're gonna be fine. I think you're gonna be fine. To be fair, I didn't keep anything secret because I suck at keeping things secret for myself. If someone tells me a secret, that's different. But like for my own stuff, I just want to show what I'm working on. So I suck at keeping my own personal work secret. Which I know is like completely not the norm for VTubers, but hello, Zed Games. Everyone distracted from her goals. No, listen, my goal is to finish the feathers, okay? That's the last thing I do today. I was gonna go so far to say we're not gonna finish stream until I finish the wings, but I do have work tomorrow, so I can't promise that. Right, let me finish my waffle and then we'll talk, all right? Hello. I have chocolate in my mouth. It's like sticking to like your gums. Yeah, your gums. I ate chocolate and now the chocolate is in your gums. You're welcome. Waffle, waffle. Oh, it was really nice. It's one of those like, I usually like soft waffles. Like typical Norwegian waffle is a soft waffle that also happens to be shaped as a heart. I don't know why we do this, but that was like a thick and almost crunchy waffle. It was really nice. But I forget how big my mouth is. My mouth isn't very big, so I had to take 4 bites. I lied. I said it would take 2 to 3 bites, but I just straight up lied. I'm so sorry. Also, thank you so much for the check-ins, Jersey and Sajimi. Hello, Jersey. Welcome in. Oh man, I am also so considering adding AirKit to my model, but I've never done that before. My list of to-dos are only increasing. That's the spirit. Scope creep the fuck out of your project. Yes. Adding AirKit is not that bad. I mean, that means you can eat on stream and people can see it. Like, that's one of the bonuses, I would say. And it's just more expressive. It's like, do you have an iPhone? Because like, I would say if you have an iPhone, it's totally worth it. If you have just a camera, then you might not need it. Like, it's still gonna work, but you won't be able to do this or do this. Those are the only ones that don't work with camera. No, that's the thing, I don't have an iPhone. Okay, no, that's fair. I mean, AirKit will still work, it just won't work as well. Something to keep in mind. And it could be good for like, if you do decide to get like maybe like a refurbished iPhone or something later, then you already have AirKit on. Like mine is a refurbished one. I think, so I have an iPhone 11. It's not my daily driver. It literally, its only job is to track my face and also be a video player when I can't be on my PC. And what the hell's that noise? I don't know. But it's really handy because unfortunately it is the best solution as far as I'm aware for tracking. And I think I paid like $200 for mine. That was for an iPhone 11, which is like, I think people will say it's like the minimum. But I think that was like 3 years ago. So you might get like an iPhone 12 for the same or less price. I don't know. iPhones are kind of shit in the way that they never really fully go on sale. Like you have to buy them secondhand if you want to get them cheaper, which sucks. But if you're also in the market for a new phone, I don't know how the iPhones function as like an actual phone. I assume they're okay. They can be a bit expensive, but if you're in the market for a new phone and you also want an iPhone, then it might be worth just getting an iPhone for tracking and also for your phone. Because I know that having 2 phones like I have isn't like, it's a bit insane. It doesn't really make sense, but OMG, I'm doing the face blend shapes right now. Does it take long, by the way? I only done eyes. I think it definitely takes a bit of time if you haven't done it before. I would get a guide to like how they're meant to look like because there's a lot of blend shapes. The best thing I would say, the best tip I can give you is for some of these blend shapes, it's going to be split into like left and right. And there's a fantastic YouTube video by Luke. I think I mentioned this on the channel before. But Luke made a video about ARKit specifically for VTubers, so like, you know, like anime models. And one of the things that he basically shows and mentioned is to use a vertex group to split the blend shape into left and right super easily. So I would definitely recommend watching this video if you're interested. And he also does show the shapes as well, like in the video, to show you like what it needs to be done to get nice shapes. So I'm just gonna put this in here. But yeah, it's really, really handy. It was made a year ago by Luke, and only like 2 months ago did I find it, and I was like, holy shit. Because it can be such a pain to deal with blend shapes usually, until this was discovered, until I saw this. So very appreciative of Luke for making that video. Holy moly, the Mio 3 thing. It has a ton of buttons, press enter before ever finishing the message. Oh, yeah, it's really featureful. I don't really know what all the buttons do, but it is really nice when it comes to that. I think maybe, you know, the tech will expand out of iPhone, or maybe I get to buy a second hand later on. Yeah, so I do hope that eventually, because I don't want to be tied to like an ecosystem. I say tied to an ecosystem. I'm literally slowly but surely getting brainwashed into getting more Apple products, even though I'm not a huge Apple fan. The only reason why I haven't gotten rid of my actual phone, like the one that I use to like, say, take calls and talk to people, but I never do that. But the one that I actually use like daily, I won't get rid of it because it's a flip phone. So it's so much smaller. It's really nice. And the iPhones can't flip yet. I don't think they ever, I don't know if they ever will. I think they might fold, but not flip. So that's the only reason why I haven't completely abandoned Android, to be honest. Also, yeah, everyone knows that this VTuber with Freedom model at least owns an iPhone just for that. Yeah, it is unfortunately a very good tracking option. I was told Samsung had some ARKit tracking, but I haven't found any good info in it. If you do find any info in it, let me know, because my daily driver is a Samsung. It's a Samsung Flip 7 to be specific. It's a stupidly expensive phone. But they finally fixed, so I used to have the Flip 5. They finally fixed the camera and the battery issues that the Flip 5 had. It got really bad, like a full charger battery couldn't last the whole day, and now it can, and the battery doesn't look complete shit. It still looks pretty bad compared to other phones of its, like, of that generation, but yeah. The compactness of it is what sells me every time. Symmetry is going to be a problem, so thank you. Yeah, 100%. The vertex, the way of using the vertex groups to split into left and right is really useful for mirroring it. Because you know how Blender just loves to fuck up your mirroring for like no reason. The rectify feature does give me tons of warping though, even for super simple hair details, so I'm not sure. I think I would have to see your mesh, maybe even your file. You don't have to like just give out your file, but I'm saying if you want to take a couple strands maybe, and then just export that as a separate Blender file, I'm happy to have a look. And just like take out everything else off of like a duplicated file, if that makes sense. If that's something you're comfortable with, I'm more than happy to have a look at it, because it shouldn't, like, it depends on the mesh. Like if the mesh is all like has multiple branches and stuff, then you might have to see more of it, but yeah, I wouldn't be able to tell until I actually see it. I heard that the only difference between webcam and iPhone is cheek buffing and small things like that, but for general use webcam is variable. Sorry for bad English. No, don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. I don't think your English is bad at all. So the main differences that I know is that with webcam you can't do this, and you can't do this. So that's cheek puff and tongue out. Webcam also doesn't as accurately do the tracking. So what that means is, like, I feel like the iPhone is really good at just picking up like micro gestures almost. There are some things that it doesn't get right, and there are some things that, like, when I'm speaking, lip syncing isn't the best because of either A, how I've set up the blend shapes, or B, of how much your mouth doesn't really move when you speak, but there's a lot of noise that comes out. So what some people will do is they'll combine ARKit tracking with a lip syncing like A, I, E, O, U. If you have those blend shapes in Naruto, you can then combine them to have the mouth move more when you speak to differentiate between the two. But generally, I'd say webcam is okay. The only other issue as well, there's a few issues, but one of the issues as well with webcam is you depending on your GPU to carry it. So if your GPU is lagging, or if you have like not the greatest or most powerful PC, you might have issues doing the GPU tracking and then playing a game and then using Naruto and then, you know, having OBS and stuff on. With the iPhone, it completely skips that because you don't, as far as I know, don't need any power on your computer to actually take the data in. It just sends like, I don't know if it's like, if it goes through as a JSON, or it just sends like text to tell it what things need to update like every second or so. Hi Dumo, 80 stream watch streak still going strong. Holy shit, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. 80 stream watch is insane. I see that you also have a badge, same with Flandre. I don't know if that's a badge I can update. I do want to maybe draw some cute badges or something at some point. I don't have time. I want to do it. I'll find time. Though I'm doing it after all the curves have been turned into a mesh and then joined together into one mesh. Does doing them one by one compared to everything at the same time change the result maybe? I think I just need to see what it looks like, because if you've joined everything into one mesh, that might be a problem if you haven't split them up with seams, if that makes sense. Like I think for mine, on my 2.0, this one, on the long hair, I don't know if I remember doing this, but I think I split the seam across where the half scalp connected to the hair. If that makes sense. Like a fake single mesh. Oh, okay. No, that shouldn't make a difference. I don't think that should make a difference at all. Like for pros is a no-brainer, for casual VTubers, I don't know if it's a big deal. I think throughout the entire VTubing, I think used AirKit. So my initial one that I used was my iPad. I have an old iPad Air 4, which I use, which has AirKit surprisingly. So I used that to track my face. And then I got sick of that because it was a huge, not a huge screen, but it was quite a big screen that was just like sitting on my desktop and I couldn't get it to like fit well. So I was like, right, fuck this, I'm gonna get an iPhone. And then I started looking at like refurbished iPhones. Now, I've tested tracking with webcam and I think it's fine because I have clients who don't have an iPhone, so I have to make sure that the tracking looks well with their webcam. But what I always notice is that the expressiveness and the accuracy isn't as good with webcam because I always have to amp up the blend shapes for webcam tracking if I know my clients have it. But yes, also we're gonna start modeling because I wouldn't say I'm stalling, but I will just talk all day if I don't start doing stuff. Hello, we're here. Ew, iPhones. See, I would say that, but I think, okay, so I'm gonna give you some of my phone history, alright? I've majority of the time been an Android girly, right? This is after smartphones came to be. Like when I was growing up, I didn't start off with like an iPhone. I started off with a Sony Ericsson. Sony Ericssons don't even exist anymore, I'm pretty sure. Like Sony split into, like from Sony Ericsson, if I'm not mistaken. I think I've talked about this before, but basically it was like the bog standard, barely has internet type of phone that I started off with. And then I transitioned into Android phones. And then I had one iPhone, which was the iPhone 5, I think. And I thought it was decent at the time. You could very easily jailbreak iPhones and there was no issue with bank apps or anything. So I had the time of my life. It was great. And the iPhone 5 was okay. But obviously it was mega expensive at the time. And one of the reasons why I kept saying Android was because I didn't have that much money to just buy iPhones all the time. And I think I remember paying that iPhone for a long time. So it wasn't great. It wasn't great. So I went over to Android and then started pivoting more towards Samsung. So I'd had like the Samsung something Edge. Is it S8 Edge? No. S7 Edge. And then I had the Samsung 8 and then the 10. And then I got the Flip 3, Flip 5, and now Flip 7. So I've been majority like Android and then Samsung, but not like super brand loyal. Just like Samsung seems to make good phones. Now, obviously now Samsung is more like the iPhone of Android, right? The prices are really expensive and they try and be like the top of the line, right? Except for the flip phones, because they're more like the top of the line of flip rather than top of the line of actual performance. They get nowhere close near their actual phones. But saying that, a couple of years ago, I got a... Actually, let me just get the references up. A couple of years ago, I got an iPad for the purpose only of the Apple Pencil. The Apple Pencil is a really good stylus, and then there were more and more, so this is when I was drawing 2D. There were more and more drawing programs like Procreate and stuff that would come out on iOS and didn't come out on Android, and I didn't have an Android tablet. So I was like, right, I'll get a tablet, and I think I had a tablet before the iPad Air 4, because I remember having the first gen Apple Pencil, and the way to charge that is so stupid. It comes with the charging port and you could like stick it into your tablet to charge it. But obviously that is not safe in the ways of like, it's so easy to bend the port or bend the pen or whatever, right? And then I think I swapped that out for an iPad Air 4 a couple years back because I was still drawing and I was like, you know, the iPad is a really decent tablet for drawing, so I'm just gonna get it. And then up until I got my iPhone, I didn't really have any other Apple products. I stayed pretty loyal to Android. So I have like an Android watch. I have the Android phone. I see Android and PC, like Windows, as pretty much the same, but they're obviously not the same. I don't have like an Android PC because I don't think many of them exist really. I have a Windows PC. But then after I got my iPhone, I think during last Christmas, I got a MacBook. Because me and Visu were like, right, we want something that we can just use like in a living room. Like we want a laptop, but it seemed that the MacBook was the best bang for the buck, and also the battery life was insane. If you compare it to like a Windows laptop, and that's not saying like the Surface. I don't know how the Surface do, but like just like a generic Windows laptop, it's night and day. Now, again, the last time I had a MacBook, I was, I think, in college, and you got one if you did your course. So I had like a MacBook for 1 year. No, 1 year. Yeah, I had a MacBook for 1 year. And I was getting used to it then, but then I had to like get used to it. And then now, for my birthday, I got, what are they called? AirPods, which are Mac, or they're like iOS. And I was looking at other buds. I wanted some buds because I don't like to have both headphones. Like if I have headphones, I don't like to have something on both ears. I don't know why. I'm very easily scared. So if I don't hear my surroundings and people around me, like if Visu would come up to like my door entrance and I wouldn't see him, I'd jump, just fucking jump. I literally jumped yesterday because we were trying to solve a puzzle in Blueprints and he snapped his fingers to be like, oh, I found it, like I figured it out, and I jumped. I jump very easily, so I like to have one ear uncovered, and also I find that it's easier for me to talk if I can hear myself, which is weird, but yeah, I don't know. So I said, okay, well, I wanted some earbuds for my birthday, and unfortunately the Apple ones, again, not sponsored by Apple, but the Apple ones were the ones that came up as being like the most decent option for the price. Like I could get ones that cost, you know, like £300 or whatever, which is a bit like ridiculous in my opinion, for not being like an audiophile at all. Which, for anyone who doesn't know, audiophile is just like a term for people who really care about their audio. And I really wanted the style of like the style of the bud that the AirPods have. It's like, it doesn't come with like a silicone thing. I got the AirPods 4 with active noise cancellation, which I don't really care about. But they're the ones without the silicone. So it's just like a hard plastic shell or whatever. And then you just put in your ear and it's fine. But not a lot of other headphones have that style. I think maybe Samsung has some in that style. I don't know. But I was worried that the Apple ones wouldn't work with my PC, wouldn't work with my phone, you know, because it's majorly Android and stuff like that. It works, unfortunately, really, really well. Like, stupidly well. It works even better on iOS things, but it works stupidly well on PC and Android as well. But for PC, I did download a program, which I paid for, which wasn't like super expensive, but it was just allowing you to easily connect. So I would say I am not as angry at Apple products anymore because all the products I've had for them so far just kind of work. And I think the older I get, the more I'm like, I want things that just work. I don't want to have to tinker with it. I don't want to have to like deal with shit going wrong. And that is very unfortunate. But I don't think I'd get an iPhone phone. I wouldn't get the Apple VR headset. No, that's too far. That's too far. But yeah, I think I was very much at a point in my life previously where I was like, you know what? Fuck Apple. I hate it. They make stupid products for stupid people who just have, you know, more money than sense. I used to think that way because I used to think, what do you mean, like, Apple fanboys are getting excited of, you know, like they're getting excited for having a feature that Android had for like 3 years already. Like, what the hell? And then like double the price. But I feel like the way that brands like Samsung are going, that part doesn't really matter anymore. And it just works. It just works. Okay, hang on. They will never release a flip phone. And I think if they do, they will release it for way more than the Samsung one. And I think that's, no. I cannot be bought for that, no. But yeah, I think Apple makes decent products that work, but I don't know. I can never say never, right? But I wouldn't say, oh, never get Android. Android is for people like the stupid people who don't realize that Apple is good yet. No, I would never say that. I would never say anything like that. Because I think both can coexist without one being the enemy and the other one being the savior. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah. I went on for like way too long. But that's like my phone history, basically. Dude, I remember Ericsson. Mine was a flip Ericsson. I think I had like a Sony Ericsson. Also, hello, Jessie. I had a Sony Ericsson, which was like it was like a slidey one, I think. I don't know. I'm trying to think if that was a Sony Ericsson one or if that was because I had a couple of different phones. I had a Sony Ericsson and then I had this other one, which was Bravia, Sony Bravia or something. I think that was after. I think that was a smartphone. And then I had a Nokia at some point as well. But yeah, so I've been around the block in terms of the phone industry, I guess. But yeah, I think all of these phones, so the Samsung Flip, the Apple iPhone and stuff, I think they are too expensive. They don't have to be that expensive. It's ridiculous how expensive they are. But because I unfortunately am a stupid person with more money than sense, or rather, I don't have like an infinite amount of money, but I do like to spend things on tech rather than other things like, you know, a shit ton of makeup or a shit ton of clothes or anything like that. And I'm very, very, this is a red flag, but I very much make it my mission to justify why I should get something. And then usually when I get in that mood, I very much end up getting it. Probably the only thing that has escaped my clause of justification is like an in-home treadmill, because I still really want that and I still look at it sometimes, but there's only like one brand that would necessarily fit my room, and they make it so damn confusing to figure out which one is like the best one, because I'm always like, oh, I want to look at the best one, so I always give up. But one day I will get my walking treadmill at home. I just want it because I think it will be really good for like, if I'm like, obviously not streaming, it will be too loud. But if I'm just like working or my break or, you know, something like that, I think it'll be cool. I really, really want a treadmill because I don't like walking outside, especially, I don't think I necessarily live in a bad area, but I don't know. It's so weird. When I used to live in Norway, I'd walk anywhere, no problem. I'd be happy. But I think it's because I knew the place. And I know what you're going to say. You're going to say, oh, well, you can't know the place if you don't walk, you know, around, right? But it's different. To me, it's different in the UK, I think. It's not the same feeling. Like, if you plopped me into my, like, home city in Norway right now, I'd be happy to walk anywhere because I still know the area. But it's, yeah. I think it's also just less people in Norway. Less things that can go wrong, you know? You're saying the UK is dangerous? I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that people, no matter the country, is dangerous. But I have a bias towards my home city. I wouldn't just walk just about anywhere. Like, we're going to Norway at some point, but we're not going to where I grew up. I wouldn't just walk anywhere there. I don't know the place. Do you know what I mean? Just because it's Norway doesn't mean it's ultra safe, you know? So yeah, I think that's what... I think Sony Bravia is a TV. Wait, hang on. Oh, sorry. Sony Xperia. That's the one. Yeah, I think we have a Sony Bravia TV. I think that's why I got confused. Sony Xperia, like one of the earlier ones. There was one that was like a flip one, I think. I don't know if it had a keyboard. Was it not Xperia? Maybe it was something else. Old Sony smartphones. Oh yeah, sorry. It was Sony Ericsson. So they were still part of the Ericsson brand. It was Sony Ericsson Xperia. That one's different. That's the one I had. I think my dad had that, and then it was the whole thing of like when your parents get a new phone, you get their old phone as long as it's not like smashed or destroyed. Was your Nokia a registered weapon? Because those things were nutty dense. Hello, Krya. It might as well have been, to be honest. I don't think it was the brick, but it was probably like a variant of the brick, you know? An audio file is like an MP3 in WAV. Alright, I'm gonna ban you now, Dumo. Goodbye. Back in my day, we used to just chisel messages into rocks and throw them at people. That was our way to call people. Damn. I can't believe that. Oh, by the way, is Aricade and Universal Expressions the same thing? I'm making a shape piece according with the UA guidelines. I think I haven't done any for Universal Expressions, or is it Unified Expressions? I don't know. I haven't done any for them. I think they have more, and I don't know if the naming scheme is the same, but I think they might be different. But I'm guessing. I have no fucking clue. Oh god. Yeah, I have no clue actually. I'm just talking out of my ass. Of all the pics I've seen from Norsk friends, mainly Bergen, it looks so nice to walk, to be honest. I think it's probably, I mean, this is just like based on my experience and stuff like that. I think most big cities like Bergen, I think Trondheim is one of them, are probably safe. The only one I wouldn't consider safe is probably Oslo, which is the capital. Just based on my very little experience of visiting Oslo, I don't know. Based on what I've heard as well, there are some places you don't necessarily want to go or just like wander around. I think it's similar to like London in that regard. So obviously London is the capital, if you didn't know, of England. And I wouldn't feel safe walking everywhere in London. But there are probably like safe places. But yeah, it's the same in Oslo based on the little experience I have. What was I gonna say? But yeah, I think like Bergen and stuff like that is probably better because it's not the capital. It is definitely like a touristy place, and like it's decent. The city that I grew up in as well, I would consider relatively safe. Like you'll still have morons who, you know, don't know how to act around people, but I'm going to Oslo out of spite. Have fun, I guess. Damn. What do you mean out of spite? What have I done to you? What I do wish for is for competitors to get better and not be junky and have features that work. Similar to how I feel about Android. As long as the market leaders don't get to hog all the tech to themselves through IP and patents and other predatory things like literally buying out competition. Luckily, we're a little bit more aware of those things, hopefully. You say that, but I fear that Android is just becoming... Like, I think the one thing I didn't like about iPhone and Apple was how restricted it was, which is why as soon as I got my iPhone, like the iPhone 5, I jailbreaked it to like get out of those restrictions, and it was really nice. You can't just jailbreak now anymore without risking losing access to your bank app and stuff because of like, they call like security features, right? Like, at least I think one of the banks I've been to, they're like, yeah, you can't do that anymore. You can still have a bank, but you just can't access it on your jailbroken phone, which sucks. But I fear that Android is going the same route in that sense. Which means there's nowhere to be truly free, you know? I'm such a sucker for old school flip phones. We're always so satisfying to flip. Yeah, I think... Obviously, my flip phone is a modern flip phone, right? But I like the idea of like, it becomes so much smaller. Again, not an ad. I just really like my phone. It becomes so much smaller and you can flip it. You can also, on my specific phone, set it so that when you open it, that can automatically answer a call if someone's calling you, which is similar to how it worked back in the day, as they call it. You said don't go there? Oh, did I? I didn't say don't go there. I said I wouldn't feel safe walking around there. Also, from what I've heard from like, this is just like tourist experience, but from what I've heard from tourists is that Oslo is really boring unless you like to go to like museums. I think that's most capitals. Like, I think London is very, very touristy. You look at things and like, that's it. You probably do more than that, but everything costs money and stuff like that. I think it's similar to that. I think that the real way to experience a country without, like, unless you like going to museums like Dumo, is to literally go anywhere but the capital. But it becomes a bit harder if a language barrier would stop you. So obviously if you go from like the US to the UK, you're probably not going to have an issue. But if you go from UK to Norway, you're probably also not going to have an issue, because most Norwegians, and I mean this like truly, can speak English in some capacity. Especially, I say the younger generation, I would say, do like a really good job. Hydrate? Oh, I don't have anything to drink. Damn. But if you go to like maybe a different country that doesn't speak English as well, and also you try and go outside of the capital, where the capital is probably the most touristy place for you, you're probably not going to have a great time unless you yourself learn a bit of the language, you know? Like if you go to like, I assume Spain generally have really good like English speakers. Is it, what am I thinking of? Is it Italy I'm thinking of? Where not everyone speaks English. So if you go like outside of the capital and that side of the tourist areas, you might struggle a little bit more if you don't know any like Italian. But I've never been to Italy, so I wouldn't know. This is just based on what I've been told and what I've read on the line. If anyone does live in Italy or have been to Italy, please let me know if I'm wrong. But you can run into similar issues as well in Norway, to be fair. If you go to like a place with older people and then they don't speak as well English. Like, so my, rest in peace, one of my grandparents does not speak English. Well, did not speak English, rest in peace. No, wait, hang on. That's a lie. No, wait, hang on. The one that's alive doesn't speak English. Hang on. Ignore me. Rest in peace, Grandma. It's my granddad who doesn't speak English. And my grandma had to help him. And her English was very limited as well. But they, again, did travel quite a bit. So they did need to learn a little bit of English at least to be able to maneuver, you know, wherever they went. Laughing Loki at basically how we're becoming China regulations. We're going in the direction of super apps. I don't know if, I guess UK has that whole like digital, I was gonna say digital certification, that's not it, digital ID or whatever. It is feeling more and more like it. And they're like, they even talked about banning VPNs in the UK, which is crazy. Either banning them or making so you have to verify to use a VPN, which is like half of the point is then gone. But yeah, it's a bit stupid. I don't know what's gonna happen. Going to Oslo, getting sloshed on what? Getting sloshed on what? Hang on, I'm gonna snooze that ad. What does slush mean? Drunk. Karsk. And yelling at the locals? Wait, don't do that. Norwegians are very, very non-confrontational, alright? They would rather deal with your shit for like an hour than tell you that you're annoying. So please leave them alone. They will judge the fuck out of you, but they don't want to like... They don't want to... What's the word? They don't want you to know that you're being annoying, if that makes sense. They'd rather just like deal with it. I don't know. I don't think I should put this one here. Right, I'm gonna get something to drink, which means I'm gonna take my break because I had to hydrate and I haven't drunk, which means I've lied and broke my promise of drinking when there's a hydrate. So I'm gonna get something to drink. I don't know what yet. I might just get some water. I don't know. Sounds like Minnesota. I swear I've heard that Minnesota is like close to, like, does it have like a big population of like Norwegians or something? Where the majority of Norwegians live in the UK? Wait, why am I saying UK? US. Minnesota and Wisconsin hold the largest total populations. So this is more like Norwegian descent. But yeah, that's crazy. So that makes sense, yeah. I think so. I know we call one of the cities nearby Norwegian Central. Wait, I want to go. I want to say hello to my people. That's crazy though. I don't think there's a big enough of a Norwegian population in the UK to make like a little city. I think majority of them live in London. I know there's a Sjømannskirke, which is just like a church. Seaman's Church, I guess translated, in London. And there's a couple of food places where you can buy like Scandinavian food and stuff. They also do ship, thank God, but their prices are many prices. High prices. Also, hello Chilky, thank you so much for the redeem and the check-in. Oh my god, don't go to the UK, it is dangerous. Actually, UK is pretty nice. I think the places, the thing about UK is like a lot of people would be like, oh, don't go north, like people are really mean there and like awful. But then you go north and it's like everyone's like super friendly and nice. And everyone's like way too busy to talk to you in London. Everyone's like just mean in London. I'm joking. I think people are very, very busy because they have, you know, places to go. But I think the perception of like, say, the north-ish of the UK is very incorrect if you speak to someone from London about it. No, go north. It's the south. That's awful. I have no comment. Right, I'm gonna go on my break and get my drink. I'll see you guys very soon, alright? Baby! Hello, welcome back. You got 67'd by the ad? That's fucking wild. You should 100% report it. Wait, why is my hair different? someone untie my hair? I think they did. Oh, I need to sneeze. Oh, God. No. Okay. It's gone. I got some water. Hang on. I got my... Oh, well, you can't see it. You can't see it. But I got my big bottle of water. It's like mildly warm water, unfortunately. But that's okay. Jersey untied your hair? Oh! Big, you say. Yes, it's a big bottle. It's a Wala. That's what it's called, I think. I don't know. I probably butchered the name. But it's nice. It's like a Stanley Cup, but not Stanley Cup. And it has a straw. Which is really nice because the tracking doesn't break when you drink from a straw. If I drink from a bottle, the tracking breaks sometimes. Oh, my nose. Oh, the sneeze is like still there. It's like just waiting to come out. I'm gonna give myself a nose cramp if I continue. Okay, I'm fine. I'm fine. Okay. Right, let's just jump into Blender. I keep saying Blender like as if it's like Selena. I keep doing that off stream, but I don't know why. You ever finished Deliverance 2? Yes. So yes and no. So I finished the actual game. I haven't played the DLCs yet, even though I bought them. I haven't finished my second run, which I started on stream, because I want to continue that on stream, which is the hardcore, everything hardcore run. And then I want to start a third one, which I do off stream, which is the just trying to get the remaining achievements run. Because one of the achievements is like, you need to not do this one thing. I don't want to say it in case it spoils. And it's like really hot, like you need to like consciously think of the achievement during your run. But I didn't want to do that during hardcore, because that would be incredibly difficult. So I was going to do a third one where I guess I can play the DLCs and then do the thing, maybe? I don't know. Or maybe I'll just use like what is the quickest way to like get to the end, just for that achievement run. But yeah, I did finish the game itself. Very good game. Would greatly recommend it, I would say. Wait, am I stupid? I am. Damn. Now I know. What was I gonna say? I don't know, I had something on my mind. I don't remember. No, I don't remember. I'm gonna be doing this stream schedule tomorrow because, as you already know, I did play Blueprints all of yesterday, and I mean all of yesterday. And I wasn't on my PC at all because I was just taking like a break. So I'll make a stream schedule tomorrow because I thought I'll make it today after stream, but I won't have time because it's like an hour until bedtime. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably gonna be playing more Blueprints after stream, like maybe a round. We're so close to finishing it now. I'm just like, oh, so close. So close. Nearly there. But yeah, fantastic game. If you haven't tried that as well. Oh, I did want to... So I bought a new game called... I never remember the name, so I'm gonna find it before I think I talked about it before, actually. Kinseed. I bought it about a week ago or two. It's currently on sale. It looks really good. I haven't decided yet if I want to play it on stream or not. I need to figure out what I'm doing with streams in terms of if I'm doing all of them with Blender or if I'm playing a game. Do you know what I mean? On one of the days. So obviously I stream 3 days a week. So I'm just thinking, would you guys want to see more video games? Or are you happy just seeing me suffer in Blender? Because we played that one game and that was really good. The only game I've been able to finish a stream. It was, oh my god, what was it called? I don't remember. Holy shit. I remember the game, I just don't remember the game name. It's the one with a lot of reading. Channel. Let's have a look. You're doing great? Oh, thank you. I think we can still watch you suffer playing games. So games like Elden Ring, where I have to suffer, not like concede. I don't know if you suffer in concede actually. I think it's turn-based combat. Turn-based like pixel combat. It's like the way that I've understood it's like a mix of Fable and Stardew Valley, which I don't know how that works, but it looked fun. What is that game that we finished? Beacon Pines, how could I forget? Oh my god. Such a good game. I cried. At least twice, I think. I swear I cried at the beginning. And it was a fantastic game. And I remember, I think I was playing on Game Pass and I was like, shit, I don't know if I can finish it before Game Pass. And then a very, very sweet soul decided to gift like the exact price for the game so I could buy it on Steam. But then I think we did finish it on Game Pass. Or actually, no, I don't know. Did we finish it on Game Pass? I don't know. It was someone who really liked the game and gifted it. And I was like, oh, that's really sweet. It is a fantastic game though. Again, I'd recommend anyone play it if you haven't seen like the gameplay. I think that's lost media. I don't think I have the VODs for that game. Oh, huh? Right, let me just rotate this. Oh wait, there we go. Okay, we're getting there, we're getting there. True, depends on the game. That's fair, that's fair. I do want to, I'm not going to make any promises for when this will happen, but I do also want to finish Elden Ring at some point. I think I owe it to you guys, but I just don't know when that will happen yet. At the moment, day job work level wise is like okay, but it's at like that level where anything can just like change on the whim of a hat. So I don't want to be like, oh yeah, let's do like because I feel like with Elden Ring, you want to do more than just like 3 hours. I think you probably want to do like 4 or 5. So it's like, imagine I'm like, yeah, everything is good now. We'll do like a 5-hour Elden Ring stream. And then I just get shafted with work in my day job. And I'm like, oh, this is the last thing I want to do right now. Because of how busy it is. Do you know what I mean? So I'll find a day, I think. And then I can fulfill my long lost promise. What the hell? I hate curves. Oh my god. They're just the worst. Honestly. They're just annoying. Alright. We need a blender curve doesn't rotate like that because it's so stupid. Oh, I need to sneeze again. No. Oh my god. See, I don't know if I need... I'm just gonna... What? Okay, this is really annoying. I'm just gonna delete you. And then... There we go. Yeah, I really, 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 really wish someone would just like... I say someone would just do this, like just develop it. But I know that it's not like easy. Otherwise it would already exist, right? But I really wish someone with like a huge, huge giga brain would do it. I just don't know how it'll work. Like, could you do it with like geonodes? I don't know. I feel like 1, 2, 3, 4. I feel like these are pretty much the same. So if I just like, oh wait, if I just do this, is this like the same? Nearly. Wait, oh shit, hang on. It's like not really the same at all, but that's fine. I'm gonna separate these because otherwise I'm gonna like go crazy with all these curves. How is it looking so far? Let's see. I think it's looking, what the fuck? I think it's looking fine. Oh wait, that's what I wanted to see. How is it looking this way? I think that's looking fine as well. So we need to account for the order of like what feather is on top of what. So this needs to be bigger, bigger. Smaller, but just some margin. I think this one needs to be, can I? Yeah, there we go. I think that's better. And then I probably want to move that entire, this one should be below, which means, yeah, this one should be the belowest. I don't know if I've taken this into account. Oh no, I have. Okay. For the other ones. Ooh, hang on. There we go. This one should be, I feel like we need another one here, right? So I'll just like, yeah, that works. And then this one is already where it needs to go. I think this one is sorta where it needs to, oh, it's doing that thing. I feel like I don't need this one. And then they're all gonna tilt. We're gonna tilt like this. Which is annoying. Alright. Okay. So, oh. I think this one's the wrong way. I feel like, yeah, this one's the wrong way. There you go. That's better. But yeah, we need to position them a little better, I think. I need to make sure that they're all focused still. Yes. Okay. So I'm thinking that this one can probably just go in a bit more. Oh, wait. Maybe not, actually. Maybe that needs to come out, if anything. And then, what the hell is going on here? What? I'm just gonna... Yeah, I'm just gonna do that and then tilt you. and then like move you out. Yeah. There's one like weird one over here as well. We'll come back to that one, I think. Okay, so we have this one, this one, this one, this one. I'm just gonna keep like duplicating it and see like how far I can get with these ones. So I'm gonna say that this one goes up here. Yeah. And then this one goes here. This one needs to be bigger, I think. Yeah, it needs to be bigger. More like this. And then, yeah, this one needs to be here. Okay, and then this one, I'm gonna have a quick drink actually. There we go. I am hydrated. Move that over here. I think it's looking decent so far. I just need to make sure that they're all... Oh, this one needs to go further in, I think. Or that one needs to go out. Yeah, it's probably better. Let's check this one. Oh no, it's the bottom one, right? Yeah, it's the bottom one. Okay, so I think it's only two now. We'll take this one and this one. So we don't have many left. I'm gonna be curious to see how many, whatchamacallit, so how much topology is gonna be at the end. I think my guess was like it was gonna be like if it was under 10,000 I would be happy. I think last time we checked it was at 3,000. There's probably areas I could optimize as well, but I'm just conscious of, because this is gonna like all bend and stuff, we need to keep it relatively deform happy, which means we can't necessarily do like all sorts of tricks to decrease the topology. All right, so we need, oh, hang on. Let's just go back and fix this. And then I might as well fix this red one because it's not very pretty. Well, there's two of them. Oh no, wait, hang on, is it? It's this one. Oh no, wait, is it not? Oh no, it is that one. We can just leave that here, right? And it should be fine. We'll be able to clean it up like underneath and stuff after, but like this one, for example. Well, time for bed. Bye-bye. No worries, Dumo. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope you have a good night's sleep. Bye-bye. Oh, I just needed to stretch. Hang on. Before we move on, I just want to check. So that one should be above, I've just realized. Oh. Eh? Oh, this needed to be rotated. Okay. Yes, I think that's fine. Oh. Where's the... Oh, there we go. Okay. I think we can continue on to the other ones now. I'm thinking this one. Hang on. There's like a big one. So I'm just gonna say these three. So I'll put this down here. Put this one here. And then this one's like the big one. Tilt that one so it doesn't stick out. Oh, it does stick out. And I guess more like that is probably better. Oh no, that needs to be below this one. So more like this, and then I think this one needs to just come out a bit. Like so. Okay, that's better. And we'll just scale these up. Yes, there we go. And it's not really connected to anything right now, which we'll have to fix. Like if you look at the back here, there's not much going on. So we're gonna have to fix that, I would say. I just need to figure out like the best way. Because if we like, say if we were to like just duplicate all these wings and put them on the other side, it's not really gonna be visible unless you look from like this angle. So we need to make sure it looks good from like all the visible angles before we're finished with it. Oh, this one's like sticking. This one's like disappearing. There we go. I'm gonna subdivide one here. And then maybe subdivide one here. Yes, there we go. Okay, cool. And then this one. Okay. So now it's just like 3 bottom ones left. And then these one are like ones that really go on top. I don't know if this one should be counted as an on top one. I don't think so. I would say this is the last on top one. So if I grab, I guess I'll grab this one. Just try and fit that in. There we go. And then do the same here. See, I told you it would finish the wings. At least placing the feathers. I don't know what else we need to do to finish them. It depends on how much cleanup there is, but I did tell you. Just didn't believe in me. Oh, I need to sneeze again. No. Oh, my nose. I'm fine. I'm gonna subdivide here, I would say. Oh. Okay. That's all the bottom ones, more or less. Then we have like, so what I said, this was the last big one. So then we have this one. I would say like this. All right, that's the last bottom one. Oh, hang on. Let's try and fix this. There you go. That's better. Just put that in there. Okay. So let me do a save incremental. And then I'm just gonna get these. So I want one that's here. And then I want this one here. And then the last one. It's the last feather. Wait, no, never mind. Almost last feather. almost last feather. And then it's just this little boy. Alright, that's all of them, I think. Except for the other side, of course. So, let me just... I think they're all the same. Like... Hang on. This. I think these are the same. So if I join them... Yeah, there's no difference. And then if I... mirror it, but then select this one as the cursor to origin to geometry, cursor selected, and then select Is it because I need to apply this one? Oh. Okay, what about now? Object to 3D cursor. I'm confused. Oh, I didn't put this origin to 3D cursor. That's why. Why can't I? That's so odd. I just wanted to flip it, but I guess I can just do it the manually way. What? What am I saying? Mirror. Yeah, I just need to like do that, right? Wait, no. Do I need to convert to mesh first, maybe? Is it being awkward? I think it's being awkward. Okay. I don't really want to convert them yet. But I guess I can duplicate them. Convert them to mesh. Aha! Like that. I just wanted to see what it would look like. See, I don't know if... Hang on, let me just get rid of this base for a second. Well... I don't know if double layered is... Well, it has to be. But it does look a bit weird from like the bottom, right? And it will probably cause me like 50 billion issues. Unless I duplicate it like I've done now and then like move them around so they're not completely symmetrical. I don't know if that's like what's throwing me off. But I kind of need it to work. Should we just do a test? We'll do a test. So where did the thing go? It was like something something base, I think. Oh, wing base, right. Something something base, and then I mean no, because it wouldn't, because they're overlapped like this, it wouldn't look good on the other side, I don't think. Like if I, so in theory, right, if I don't know what these other feather curves are, but if I got rid of one side, it would look weird from the other side, right? Like if I didn't have that like double. I'm gonna just duplicate this one again. Convert to mesh. Join. No mesh. No what? What do you mean no mesh data as a join? Oh wait, wait, huh? Bro, I'm so confused. Did I convert 6 and 8? No, that's not right. What did I just do? Hang on. I need to start naming these, otherwise I'm gonna go insane. So we have feather curve 7, which is low feathers. Low feathers mirrored mesh. So if I take this one, duplicate it, mesh, convert it to mesh, join, okay. Bro, what? Normals flip. All right. Okay, so I have this thing, and then I have wing base, wing armature test. All right, I think I need to go out of local view here. So I have this. I'm just gonna do this right now. I'm gonna do a incremental save just in case. So let's just assume these are the wings, right? So I should probably parent these. So we'll do, I mean, it's not as long as the test, but that's fine. So we'll just do radial, not radial, linear. Do this. I'm just gonna do these first. And then remove them from, it's not gonna be the best test, but it's gonna work, I think. Okay. So if I just do smooth, and then I do okay. Right, so the thing that we need to do, which is like the stress test, is we need to, I need a photo of this. This is like the ultimate test to see if we need to like change anything or if this will just work. Do I not have like a normal photo? Guess this one. I'm gonna say like roughly there. Probably. Obviously it won't be perfect as part of this test, right? But let's see. So I think this needs to go over here. Okay, so I think we've lost some length, which is understandable. Hang on, let me just do... Oh no, wait, hang on. We had the pose that we needed, right? Oh. Okay, so this is the pose that I set up. Can I? No, I can't tilt it. Yeah, I think this was the pose we did with the testing. But then obviously we need to adjust it. And we need to make them bigger. Bigger. I think the original pose that I just had was much better. Like much more fitting. Yeah, still need to become bigger. I don't know if it was just the wing that like the reference I had was smaller. Or because of the cutout, I didn't consider certain things. Alright, let's see. So if I scale this by like this. It still needs to be bigger. Like, and I think on the foldy bit, unless it's just more put forward, even then it's gonna be hard to like fit it in the way that it needs to look. And then that does mess with like other things as well. All right, cool. So yeah, we definitely have some more work to do, but we did place all the feathers and we did do like a very crude job to test how it would look like so far with that weight paint. Oh, those. I am no, that wouldn't be doable actually. I was gonna say I'm tempted at this point to do 2 sets of wings, like one with the current pose and then one where it like goes out. I think that will be more hassle than it's worth to blend between them. I don't even know how you do that, like without, like while making it seamless. Do you know what I mean? So I think I'm gonna have to think about that. I'm gonna say we make it all of the same wing, but we just have to like adjust everything. And obviously have a better weight paint, because at the moment it was just like a very crude weight paint. Yeah, I think something like this is probably more where it's headed now. So we need to make sure that this isn't bent strangely. So yeah, it'd be more like this. So I think we do need a base that we like connect the feathers to, basically. It's a bit confusing because right now we don't have the thingy. Should we start cleaning up the file and naming things? I feel like that might be a bit easier to keep, to make sure we have everything. We're not just like deleting random shit. Let me go out of post mode. Right. Yeah, because I can't really see what we're working with now. This includes a double layer as well, which the double layer doesn't look too bad, but it looks more like 2 wings right now. I don't know if it's worth, because obviously this is the outside, but because of the way we've done it, like we've doubled it, it makes sense. I don't know if it's worth having 1 layer and then scaling it so that it looks more like fuller. That might be it. Hello, Saiga. Welcome in, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. I think the thing that throws me off is like the weight painting waviness of it all. See, that can be fixed with cleanup, right? And like positioning the bones in a better way. Like we might do like way more bones to be able to like do this well, which means we need more topology. Oh, speaking of topology, how much did we end up on with just this part? Oh, okay, so this part alone is 10,000, but this is if we go with the duplicate. So actually it's only 5, and then we have those other feathers as well we need to put on. Interesting. Okay, so that's definitely good to know. Hi Zenny, hi everyone, great to see you all after a while. Hope all has been good. I'm doing good. I'm a bit sleepy. It's Monday. I didn't have my coffee today. So I bought this thing, this like drink where it's like liquid espresso. So basically you put it in a mug with some milk and some ice, and then you put the liquid espresso in, and it's like almost like an instant iced coffee. And I don't like coffee very much, but I do love iced coffee. So I didn't have that today, and I feel tired, maybe because of it, but I also did have a Monster today, so maybe I need to like wean off the caffeine maybe. Hello Valoria, welcome in, welcome in. Fuck yeah, art. Yes, we're doing some Blender. And I just finished putting all these, whatchamacallit, feathers down. It's not done yet. So basically, oh god, Oh, what was that? Okay. It's not done yet. Oh god, let me not do that again. There we go. So these are the wings. And we might connect this base to it. I think, we should clear up. You can see I have like a whole list of shit that we probably don't need. So we should clear up and name things because it's getting a bit out of hand. The poly count of those terrify me, but I know it's a work in progress. So the poly count on these are only 10,000, but it's duplicate mesh. So whatever's on this side of duplicate on the other side, but I don't think I'll keep it like that. I think I might flip some or something. I don't know. I might just put some feathers in between. So not fully feathers, but like some feathers to make it look less thin, and then I'll scale it up maybe. I need to scale it up actually. I need to scale it up and then scale it widthwise. I think that will make it look good. But this was just like a test. So I'm just gonna call this the lower feathers mesh test. And we're gonna clean up the naming and stuff because at the moment it's just icosphere 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's not readable. It's not readable. I didn't know that existed. Also good to hear you're doing well. Thank you. Yes, so it's fairly new. I only spotted it myself in like a store about 2 weeks ago. Yeah, I think 2 weeks ago. I didn't know it existed. I know that I've got iced coffee out of packets before, so like it was like powder and you mixed that with, I think it's milk, and it does like the same thing. But this one had like just like almost like a liquid espresso that you just put in, and it's really nice. It's really nice. It does look good so far though, for sure. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's probably taking me like 3 streams just putting all the feathers in because I keep getting distracted. So let me try and can I make it easier for you guys to see this? Actually, it should be fine. All right, let's just start at the top. So the references, I think we can leave alone. That's fine. So we just need to check that the modifiers. Oh yeah, I've moved this one. So subdivision mirror, what is this? Bow 01? What is bow 01? This is what I mean, like. Huh? Oh, it's this one. Okay. So we can like, actually we should probably connect everything here. So this one has subdivision mirror. This one has subdivision mirror. Actually, do we want to? I'm gonna go against joining them for now because we still need to UV unwrap and we still need to texture. So I'm gonna go against doing that. I think I'm just gonna make folders instead to make it easier. So bow. Okay, so bow 1. So this is hair bow. Hair bow bottom. Hair moon. So then we put this in a folder. New collection. Hair bow. And then we put hair bow in, I don't know. Just put in the scene collection for now. Okay, yeah, we should probably make like a final, not final, so like a model folder. Yeah. Okay, let's clean up. It's very messy. It's very messy. All right. So we have new collection. Oh, okay. Can I not make a new? Do I need to select an object? Oh, that's boring. Okay. Body. Select objects. New collection. Model. So body goes into, and this goes into body. The body isn't actually in body. That's really funny. Where is the body? Oh, it's here. Body. Big eyelash. So I'm gonna say small part of big eyelash. And then eyebrows, eyelid. So these are like clothing and accessories. So clean up. Oh my god, this shit's a mess. Clean up. Where the fuck is my shit? It is really, really bad. But it was fine. There was only like so many parts up until like now, so it was like readable. So we have all of this, and we'll put them into like face and other stuff. So then there's necklace and panties. Hang on, give me a moment. Oh, they've changed the fucking Discord settings again. I swear to God. How do I... What? They've, like, gutted the fucking settings. Oh, there we go. Got it. So we have all these. These are on body so far. What the hell is... Oh, wait, I think I know what that is. I don't think we need this one. I'm gonna just put this in the backup for now. Everything I know I'm not gonna use and don't know what does, I just put them into backup. Circle of one. This is heart necklace. So I'll put that into heart necklace. Or like, I guess necklace. And necklace goes into model. So that goes... So what's this? Necklace, like fabric. I think it's meant to be like fabric. Then I'm gonna like texture. So let's have a look. All of these. So I think these I can combine. Most of them anyway. Except for the middle one. No, I cannot combine them because they'll do that thing. I cannot combine them. No. I need to just put them into... I'll put them into model, like new collection, necklace balls. I'll just put them into like a separate subfolder in necklace because they're... I think they're linked duplicates. So if I start... I can rename them, but if I start like joining things, it's not gonna be happy. We're gonna take our last break of the stream. So it's a 3-minute break. And then we're gonna continue. Alright? So don't worry. I'm pausing everything. I'm not working on anything while I'm on this break. It's the perfect time to get something nice to eat or drink. And I'll see you guys very soon. Alright? BRB! Hello, welcome back. Welcome back. Hello. I didn't get anything nice to eat or drink. I mean, I did have my chocolate waffle earlier, so. Hello, JPEG. Welcome in, welcome in. Damn, I joined during the ad. I know, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just had to let Twitch get some money, you know? I have to give profit to the shareholders. No, unfortunately, if I could have no ads, I would. Oh, my mic's messed up. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. How you doing? You doing okay? Also, welcome back. No, you welcome back. I love the new model. Wow. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad. I'm glad. I spent a lot of time on it. So I'm glad people like it. Yes, hang on. Have you not seen it fully? I'll show you. This is... it's a bit zoomed out, but oh wait, hang on. Maybe like that. There we go. That's the full outfit. I have a big fluffy tail behind me. I have a couple of this is like default hairstyle, like the ponytail one. It's like I never decided on like a realistic solution to split the ponytail like this. I probably spent like 2 streams trying to figure it out, and I couldn't. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Fantasy we go. Fantasy we go. So yeah. But yeah. I'm very happy with this. I wish I had trackers on so I could like kick you in the face in Minecraft or something, but I do not have trackers on, so I'm just like boring T-posing, I guess, or A-posing. It's so peak. Thank you. It's a super cute model and he did an amazing job. Thank you so much. Thank you. Holy mother is caked up. I never noticed the thighs. Yeah, they're quite big. Hi, Graham. Welcome in. I'll give a close-up just for you. I have a bodysuit underneath. This is safe. This is Twitch TOS safe, so it should be fine. But I do have a bodysuit underneath. So it's all safe. But yeah, these are the thighs. I have a little gem. Oh my god, I'm standing on the chair. Oh no. I'm gonna fall. I didn't know you had a chubbier model. I love it. Wait, you calling me chubby? Oi. Oi. I'm joking. It's fine. I'll have chubby thighs. Why not? I probably would have gone chubbier if I wasn't gonna... if I didn't have to fit into a bodysuit. The bodysuit restricts my motion, okay? I mean, I don't see a thigh gap. Wait. Hang on. We need to do science. I swear I did make a thigh gap, but I'm also not mad if there isn't a thigh gap. Let's do science real quick. Wait, do I not have a... Give me a moment. Aha! I am skirtless. It's like the tiniest thigh gap. But yeah, it is a bit on the chubbier side. You literally have a tummy. Shut up. Listen, okay? No, it's fine. Yeah, it looks like this. It's like fully modeled. But yeah. Hello. Oh god, I'm very high up. There we go. Hello. I fucked up my camera settings now. I'm gonna have to fix them, but oh well. It was worth it. I was using chubby as a compliment. I know. I like chubby. Don't worry. But yeah, I remember modeling like a tiny thigh gap, but then it doesn't really show much unless I'm like specifically standing, which I'm fine with. I think yours are better though. Your legs are nicer. The bodysuit is fire. Thank you. Thank you. What was I gonna say? I think what I really like about the bodysuit is you can't really see it because of the light, but it's very defined. And I got some help on that one from Mr. Zingy. He is the butt expert. Well, he's expert of many things, but butt is one of them. And yeah, he did a good job. The majority of the model I did make myself. I want to make outfits. But then I have to make them. The idea of making outfits is better than actually making them, I'm not gonna lie. So maybe I'll make an outfit. Oh, this is probably what you came for, right? Hang on. Progress. I'm just cleaning up the file right now because I have like a billion items with like no good naming scheme, so I'm making sure they're all named. But this is like nearly done. I did a test. Hang on, where are they? This is like all the feathers put where they need to be. Now I just need to like decide how I'm gonna make it look good from like all angles, because it looks good from the front right now, but I need to make it like this is not it. The back view. So I need to fix it. I need to fix it. Oh, these bits are getting nerfed. I have already like nerfed it, but hang on. I'll show you. Oh. They have been nerfed. I still need to do some tiny adjustments on like the way they look, and the clothing on top, but okay, yeah, I expected that. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's hard to like it's hard to basically see how big something is in 3D until you see it and you're like, wait a minute, holy shit, like that's huge. And I think in 2D, it's like the only really defining places you can draw to make it look bigger is like you can do a bit of the shading, and then you can do like the width, and then obviously like how big the cleavage is, right? But you can't really draw it outwards in 2D unless you have like Live 2D where you like deform it, right? So I did it initially to match the 2D, and then I think it might have gone a little bit too far out. So it was a little bit too big. So I've adjusted it now. But I still think it looks really cute. I mean, they're still big, don't get me wrong. They are still big from like a realistic point of view. That's a healthy size, I would say. Ooh. But all sizes are welcome, of course. You know what? I'm grateful I'm an artist and not a 3D modeler, because at least all I have to do is draw the stuff separated. I don't have to worry about how to rig it. It's not my problem. You have to do both as 3D modeler. 100%. 100%. It's so true. I think 2D artists, I think I spoke about this the other day, but 2D artists still have a difficult job, especially with like separating everything. And then if you're a 2D rigger, oh my god, you have to do so much, like all the physics. You have to make sure there's like no weird clipping and stuff like that. So there's similar struggles for sure. And I think there's so much more you have to do in 2D to even, it's that meme of like what they have to do to like mimic the fraction of our power. Like if you try and do like any sort of like hand tracking or body tracking other than just like swaying back and forth, it's really difficult from what I've seen to do that in 2D. But in 3D, it's like, yeah, as soon as you put a skeleton on and just have like the right naming convention and the right setup, then you're good to go. You can do whatever you want in 3D, like in terms of like doing backflips and stuff. You don't have to worry about the 2D rigger spending 180 hours, or sorry, 180 days setting it up and costing like $1 bazillion. So yeah, I think both have their ups and downs. I think generally 2D looks nicer in terms of the flow, like the physics and how things move. Like, I think 3D physics, depending on what you have, looks nice. But there's something so nice about how a 2D model looks, like when it sways to the side and stuff like that. It's just much nicer. And I don't know if 3D will ever be able to replicate it. Be able to get close. But I think what 3D models have to do to basically replicate similar thing is turn down the physics a lot. If the physics are too big, then they're too whatchamacallit? They're too, I was gonna say unrestricted. They're like too unpredictable. Unpredictable was the word I was gonna use. And that is not what you want when you want like a smooth like chain. Like even my front hair is like, the physics on them are not big, but they don't move in like that nice smooth way. It's a lot harder to control. With 2D you can like control very specific parts. They're too sensitive, if that makes sense. Yeah, and you don't want to turn off all physics either, because then it just looks very stiff. So it's hard. I've tried to draw a few 2D art pieces to like learn how to do Live 2D rigging. And I made like a pseudo PNG model with Live 2D, which, that wasn't Live 2D. Oh, was it? No, I made it into like PNG Tuber Plus or whatever. And then I was like, oh, I'll give this a go. It was an asymmetrical model, which, oh my god, that's not what you want to start with. It was an asymmetrical model, and I was like, right, I'm gonna start with that and learn. And I think I got pretty far. I was able to do like the angles and stuff like that. But then I think I just gave up after a while because I was like, oh, this is too hard. And I did try and follow a couple tutorials, but I think with me, I never usually sit down to be like, right, okay, I'm gonna learn this program. It's more along the lines of, right, I'm gonna learn how to do this thing because I have this big ass thing I want to do to it, if that makes sense, which makes it a bit difficult for me, I think, because I tend to just go big picture right away, and that's not necessarily what you want. It was like me trying to learn video editing by just like every time I wanted to do video editing, I just jumped straight in and just Google things on the way. And you could do that. You really could do that. But I learned very quickly that it's much nicer just to like take a training course specifically for like DaVinci Resolve was what I was using. Specifically for DaVinci Resolve to learn the program before you start jumping into like very specific things. And it's the same with Blender. It's just you forget, or I forget, that that is the better way. Because I tried to jump into Blender without learning Blender, and it was a mess. It was pain. But as soon as I followed I think it was Blender's official playlist on Blender 2.8.3 or something, learning the program made everything so much easier, because then I knew what to expect and where and how to do certain things. So yeah, I do both mistakes every time. No, if I don't instantly understand, I'm giving up and picking up a new hobby. I mean, fair. Also, high tier. I've done that. Don't worry. Like, I once tried to learn how to make a cosplay. I drew like a design, and I had these grand plans and these like ideas in my head of like, oh, I want to have like a Ruby-esque weapon where it can change from one thing to another without having ever made a cosplay in my life or clothing in my life. I did actually end up making the top and the pants. By pants I mean shorts, and by shorts I mean, no, I think I made the shorts. They were so ugly. I think about like sweatpants shorts, like that fabric, and then there's lace on the bottom. And then for the top, I think it was just like a tank top of some kind. And I did make those. I had a sewing machine. I was using my my family member's sewing machine, and I had a great time. When it came to the weapon making, and I had to deal with like, I think I bought these like mats that you can like cut into, and then you could like form it. But I think they were like mats meant for like a gym. So they weren't like proper, is it blah or whatever it's called. It wasn't meant to be that. It was just like foam. And I went to that part and I was like, all right, I give up. I give up. I also had no idea of how I was going to turn this thing that goes from two weapons to one, or like from one to another weapon, just from foam. I had no idea. And then I thought, oh shit, I'm going to have to like paint it and whatever. No, too much, too far. Gave up. I still want to learn how to sew again, because I think it's such a useful life skill, and I think it'll be cool to like, so I'm going to the expo this year. I try not to tell people where I'm going before I go. Like I try not to tell people that until like I've been there already, just like safety wise. But I think the expo, there's literally just gonna be like VTubers and VTuber fans there, so I think that's pretty safe. But I wanted to make my earrings for the expo, like in real life. Obviously I'd have to modify it because I don't have giant cat ears IRL. Sorry, immersion break. And I think having earrings that big from my ears will be heavy. It probably hurt my tiny little earlobe after a while, and it will be like a proper like risk for my eyes, because all I can think is if I have earrings that are like identical to my cat ear ones, I turn around and I'm just like, I lose an eye. The cube goes into my eye or something. I don't know. Like, that's my fear. So I'm probably gonna have to scale it down. Maybe include like less parts. The most important bit is the cube, the circle, and like I'm gonna see if I can like get some beads or something. They'd be way lower on your normal ear though. Yeah, they would, but like if you just like turn your head fast enough, you never know. What if I turn it up? Like someone goes, oh my god, there's a bird, and I go, what? And then I like hit myself in the eye and die, you know, like in Minecraft, of course. So stuff like that I worried a little bit about. So I'm gonna have a plan, but I still need to like get the parts that I need. I got really close to buying like a earring kit, but then I was like, oh shit, do I need, like, what type of tools do I need? And then I didn't want to just buy like the cheapest shit, because then it's gonna be a pain to use. Like if I end up enjoying creating this, then I should probably get like better tools. And yeah, it was a lot. So I think my general idea is the square thing, the cube. I'm probably just going to 3D print that. I have a 3D printer. I say I do. VSU has a 3D printer. I'm going to 3D print that, and then that's going to be light as fuck. So I'm not going to be worried about like it dragging down. But then I'm going to get some beads, like the things that are meant to be like between the circle and the ear and the square. I'm going to get some beads, hopefully in circle and square shape. And then I want to get some transparent thread. And this is like where the tools come in, like threading beads and stuff. I have no idea how to do that. I'm gonna have to learn. And then I think people use tools for it. Something nose tool. I don't know. I don't remember. It's been like a couple of weeks since I last looked. And then for the earring bit, the one that connects into my ear, I was thinking of getting just like a normal earring and then 3D printing. Can't really see it. But it's like, I'll just draw it so I don't fuck up my settings. But it's basically like a, it's this basically, the gizmo. It like goes up. It's an arrow. It's an arrow. It's like the gizmo, basically. The gizmo on this. So like when you look at it from like there, it's like, do you see it? Do you see the vision? That's like what I have, like, which is like the thing that is connected to my ear. So I'm probably gonna 3D print that. And then maybe get some, I could probably multi-print that. I want to just make it as lightweight as possible, to be honest. Which I think the 3D printing filament will do amazingly at. That is an electrode? What the hell is an electrode? Is that Pokemon? But, so yeah, the idea is probably I'll do something like this and then have that transparent thread. Have like a circle, which I might just get like a metal one. I also have to decide, do I want to like maybe hook it on to like a specific point, or do I want it have it so that it can adjust if it wants to, like it can rotate? I don't know. And then obviously another thread cube that's oh my god, I can't draw perspective. Cube that is, yeah, like that. But I just have to scale it down like a lot, I think, because otherwise it's gonna be a bit of a concern. And then because, like, you never know, I might, like, turn my head and then someone else gets it in their eye and then I'm, like, getting sued, you know? So I wanna just make that as, like, a subtle... I mean, if any of you guys see me there, feel free to come say hello. As long as you're not, like... You have bad ideas. Please don't have bad ideas. But I want to do that as just, like, a little subtle cosplay, I think. Because my ideal thing is like, oh, I show up in full cosplay, like the shoes that I wear, I have that shoe, just not in the color, and like I'd have to make some modifications, but I have those shoes. But then I thought, I never really wear heeled shoes, so I'm gonna have an awful time walking around in those if I don't like practice. And then I went into a rabbit hole of, oh, well, I might get health complications, like my feet might get fucked up if I wear heels every day to practice for big heels. So I was like, right, okay. But then I thought, oh, what if I get like sneakers and then like put them in the same color? Like I might do that still. I might do that. But painting things is a bit like out of my comfort zone in terms of like IRL painting. If I could just pay someone to make all this be much better. But yeah, I'm probably just gonna do like a tiny subtle nod to me, and no one's gonna see that anyway, because there's gonna be so many VTubers there and so many VTuber fans just having fun and going to meet and greet, so that's fine. I'm safe. Unless any of you specifically are gonna be there and you want to say hello, that's fine. I might cosplay my model at the expo. Ooh, yeah, do it. Do it. I would if it didn't have like so many different parts that I'd have to create myself. Oh my god, it is funny you mention this because I'm literally making a morphing weapon at the moment. Wait, really? What are you making, if you don't mind me asking? Shit, what were we doing? I don't know. I don't remember. We were doing wings, question mark. Oh no, we were cleaning up. We were cleaning up. Cosplay it by not showing up there either. No! Oh my god, it took me a second. No! If you can go, you should go. It was gonna be my joke, but I forgot it. That's fine. Sorry, it took me a second. I had to think about it. Cube. What is cube? We have many cubes. Oh, hang on. Do these all have... That's... mirror. Oh, this one doesn't have a mirror. Okay, so we can probably connect... No, we weren't gonna connect anything yet. Because we need to texture it in UV cement. Alright. So this all goes in... leg collar? I don't know what it's called. It's meant to be a leg collar. There's meant to be like a thing here as well. Hey, that is my cosplay. You stole it from me. But anyways, I wish I was able to go to V-Expo. Yeah, I've never been to V-Expo, so I'm very excited to go. It'll be my first time. Hopefully it will not be a disaster. And I'm sad to hear that you want to go, but you can't. Maybe you can go next year? Leg color, not to be confused with skin color. Alright. Alright. You heard what I said. You heard what I said. Come on. Oh, right. Leg color. Oh. Am I just saying it wrong? Collar? Collar? Leg collar? Collar? No, it's collar, right? Leg collar. Leg collar, middle bit of bow. Leg collar, bow. Leg collar, bottom bow. Leg collar, string. Leg collar, heart. It's, I don't know what it's called. It's like, so this is meant to be like connected to this thing, which I haven't made yet. It's like, just like, it's literally like this, but on the bottom, and it's meant to have like this cute texture, which I haven't made. So I need to make that. My microphone keeps moving up and it's annoying. There we go. All right, we're back. Okay, so leg collar goes into model. What is feather? Oh, feather curve, right. So these... No. No. We want to No. We want to combine these. Well, actually... We want to do them as lower feathers, and then... The reason why I don't want to combine them is because they're using a different source and I haven't converted yet. Holy shit, it's warm. What is oh. Eh? Did I make that twice? Am I stupid? Holy shit, I am. That's crazy. Alright. Upper feather backup single. Just put that in backup. I'm looking forward to it, but also that many people fills me with dread. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. It'll be fine. Just remember that people are there to meet their Oshis, right? People are there to meet their Oshis. So people are not going to be scary. People are just going to be like excited to meet them if they get the meet and greet. I still don't know how the meet and greet thing works. So I think I have, I don't know. I think I have 2 draws. of the meet and greet stuff, but I have to like redeem it. But I don't know when that happens. I assume they're gonna make an announcement for like when. And I think it will be in their website, which is like Concat or something. I don't know. And I don't know how it works. I think I get 2 chances. One of them is with the other people who have 2 chances. And then the second one is with like everyone. I think if you meet them and they don't like you, the staff take you out back to be executed. I mean, that's probably someone's dream, you know. I wouldn't knock it. That's probably what someone want. Imagine if like you had a fetish for like getting humiliated and you get up to your meet and greet for your Oshi and you just like try and make them uncomfortable and then you get exactly what you want. Do you know what I mean? That's horrible. But I bet there's probably a few people who want to get like, actually I don't know if the Oshis would just be like, haha, oh okay, cool, nice to meet you anyway. Like I don't know if they just laugh it off or if they go, you know what, you're a fucking idiot. Thigh belt, thigh band, thigh collar. That's what I said, wasn't it? Thigh collar, leg collar, leg band. Yeah, maybe thigh belt is probably the right one. Ooh, for me it happens sometimes a bit similar, but it's because it's an unknown area to me, so I'm not used to it. But after a while, the dread goes away. Yeah, I think once you realize that everyone there is just like in the exact same boat as you, I think it's fine. But it's obviously easier said than done, right? I don't generally have anxiety when it comes to like being around lots of people, like at a convention. Like I'm usually okay. But I have other things that I'm like more anxious about. I think I'm more anxious about like there being like a small group of people and for some reason I'm gonna meet them. Like that would make me more anxious because that means I can't hide, like I can't be as invisible. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, it just depends. I get where you're coming from though. The staff will take a permanent marker and write banned on your forehead. If Lena said she wanted to blow my shit smooth off, that's a win-win. No! Don't tell me you're one of those people who want to get humiliated. No. Is Lena going? Lena? Oh my god. Lena? What's it? Lena? Lena? I don't think she is. I've been checking the like roster for who's coming. And there's a few people I recognize. Like I've heard of the name Heavenly Father before. I think they're showing up IRL actually. And then obviously Sea Dog has just been announced. I know Sea Dog. I don't know Sea Dog, but I know of Sea Dog. And there's a few people who I've seen their model on Twitter and stuff, and like they've maybe like posted a tweet and it's like gone viral and it's popped up on my feed, but yeah, there's a few people. There's the horse girl. I think she's a horse. Tomoe Umari, she's going. I'd love a heavenly meet and greet. Bunny Works will keep showing up on my feed for reasons. I swear I think I saw a tweet of her the other day actually. Was it something football? And if like they keep winning or keep losing, she's gonna like undress. I don't know if that was funny. Oh, was it? Okay, that came up on my feed too. I don't know what happened to that. I don't think I follow. I don't even follow them. Yeah, I think it went. I mean, anything football right now is just going viral. Oh my god, viral. But yeah, there's been a few people. There was someone announced today, which was Roko. I've seen that model before. But I don't think I follow her. Oh my god, ad. There we go, sorry. Yeah, Roko, she has like a clown design, which is really cute. And then I saw someone today, which was Phoenix and Juna Unagi. And they have cute designs as well, so. Seems like they're adding more and more people, which is good. Obviously, I know that in the Discord server, of V Expo, there's a lot of Dokibird fans. I don't know if Dokibird is going, but if they are, I bet they would be like over the moon. It's getting smaller, I've heard. Oh, her bikini. Oh, that's the one. It would get smaller and smaller. That's it. That's pretty funny. Yeah, so it's kind of like weird when you see people who you're like, wait a minute, I've seen you on Twitter. I've seen your model on Twitter. Like, that's crazy. So I think I said this the other stream or some kind of stream. I said that I wanted to check out more of the VTubers that were getting introduced, like that are showing up as guests, because I want to be familiar with like their content. So I think it was the other day, I went and checked like a list of a couple of people. Most people were offline, which how dare they be offline when I want to try and watch them. One person was online and they seemed really cool. I think it was the I've closed it, hang on. I think it was virtual guests. Where are they? Togichu? Yeah, I was watching Togichu's stream for a bit. And they seem really nice and friendly. And then I think Kira P Raptor Girl, I don't know if they were online or not. I swear they were. But then I was watching Togichu, so I didn't jump to the other one. But yeah, there's a couple of people that I'm gonna try and see if I can watch their stuff, so that if I do get a meet and greet ticket with them, I don't want to like go there and then be like, hi, I don't know who you are. Please talk to me for like 2 minutes or whatever it is. I think someone asked a question as well in the VXpo server, which was about like, how does it work image wise? Like, what happens at a meet and greet? Like, does someone take images? And I think someone said the staff will like take your phone and like take an image with you and the person that you're like doing the meet and greet with. I think that's nice. That's nice. I've done nothing for like 20 minutes. Holy shit. Okay. What were we doing? I don't remember. So I'm thinking that, let me do incremental save. I think they use your stuff, but they ask if you even want one first, I believe. Yeah, that's fair. You were yapping. Why are you saying that as if words as if that was a bad thing? That's what I was trying to say. Holy shit, that took me a while. I was thinking if we do like that, but then, oh shit, we were cleaning. Fuck, I forgot. All right, let's put that back. Let's finish cleaning before we do anything else. Feather sores. Okay, these. So I'm gonna change this one to feather sores thick. So I'm gonna put them in curve sources, because we're probably gonna make more of those. What is cube? Oh, this was meant to be like the privacy filter. I could probably delete that one now. And then what is cube 01? The tiniest cube known to man. What the hell? Okay, I'm deleting that as well. Plain 001. Plain 001. Oh, okay, so this is necklace top crystal. Necklace bottom crystal. Oh. Halo. So hang on, let's put these into necklace. Halo. Halo moon. Halo. model. Right. And then what is cube 06? Oh, this was the thing on stream I was showing with the cuts. Probably don't need that. Feather curve 4? Question mark? Oh, this is the spare curve for top feathers. So I can probably put that in curve sources. And then this one is technically, so I'm gonna separate this one off. Spare curve for bottom feathers. Default cube B2 exported rig pre-textured UV wrap. No, hang on. You forgot. You forgot finished. Finished, or you better fucking work. They always fix it. Or like final, final, final. I moved to making Unity to make a Rudo prop. Pray for me. You'll do fine. Props are the easiest ones. Props are the easiest one. Do you know what you need to do? You just need to get the FBX. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Get the FBX, put it into Unity, make a Rudo folder, name it whatever. Name your thingy, like your thing when you drag it into a hierarchy, prop, big P, and that's it. Big P for, no, big P for prop. Thanks. No worries. No worries. Oh, and like put your material on and stuff like that. Alright, there we go. Icosphere. What icosphere? Oh, so this is a middle necklace ball. So we're just gonna put that into necklace. Lower feather mesh test. I'm just gonna put that into backup. So this like feather business, we should probably like put connecting to chat. I disconnected? Oh no, I'm back. I should probably put that into its own called wings. Skirt anchor. I'll keep that. I'll make a misc one. So wings goes into model. Misc just sits on the outside. Lattice. Oh, so I'll put that into misc and I'll call this Halo Lattice. So basically I put up a lattice so that I could just quickly and non-destructively move this about, which is really nice because I wasn't sure. I forgot to ask the client about that actually. I need to ask her first. Hi Cupid, thank you so much for the check-in. I hope you're doing well. Unity making me sign in gives me the ick. I know, it's not great. It's not great at all. Skin test. Oh, this was for the wing. The wing. So I'll just put this into backup because we don't need that anymore. Plane 05. Oh, hair heart. Hair heart pin. Put that into. So we have hair bow. I don't know if I should just make like a accessories. Is that how you spell accessories? No, you spell like that, right? Oh wait, we already have an accessories. Shit, where's accessories? Right, hair accessories. Yay, blender time. True. Blender time. For another like 3 minutes. Maybe I should also yassify my blender. How do I make it green? You grab a brush and a bucket of green paint and get to work. Alright, I'll show you. Well, I can't really show you, but I'll guide you. So, to change the background... Actually, first of all, the easiest way to change your theme is probably just going through the extensions and finding a theme you like. Basically, you go to preferences. So you go edit, preferences, and then you go to get extensions. And then you change, there's a little box that says, you can't see this, but there's a little box that says add-ons. You can change that to themes. I originally have the amethyst theme, but the person who made the amethyst theme, which is Kame404, made a bunch of other colors. So you might get a green one there. I know it doesn't show up on the thing, which is usually really good, but really bad just for now. So but it's just edit, preferences, and then there's a box on this left side called get extensions, and then there's a drop down next to search extensions, which is probably default to either all or add-ons, and you just change that to themes instead, and then you can search by themes. Alternatively, you can go on the website, which is Blender. Oh, did you find it? The extensions also has a website, which makes it a bit easier to see things. So you can go to themes, which is here. You're doing great. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. So yeah, there's a bunch of them there. Kame404, they also used to release their themes on GitHub, but I assume with the extensions thing coming through, they uploaded them there instead. But yeah, there's like a matcha theme. If you search if you want like neon green, I would just search green. There's a Frutiger Era one, which apparently has 1 star. The comment is from 3 days ago. And said, author understands nothing about Frutiger Era design, yet insulting it by creating such unusable themes. That's funny. I wish themes were way more customizable. What do you mean? Themes are really customizable. Like, in terms of you can go in and change like pretty much everything. There's like a ZZZ theme, like Zenless Zone Zero, which is like green and black. Might be good for you. Pretty much colors only. Hang on. Let me check. Colors only of things, right? You can change text style. And I guess maybe you can't change like icons and stuff. Is that what you mean? Surely you must be able to like make a plugin to change it to do like whatever you want. But yeah, it's mostly color, isn't it? You're right. I would love to put some images, patterns, etc. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I can mostly only see like colors and like transparency and stuff. I would turn it into mini Animal Crossing. I swear there must be like a plugin that allows you to do that, right? Someone must have made it. I refuse to believe it hasn't. All right, what is skirt base edge? All right, okay, so these are skirt. So skirt duplicate, we can just like chuck that straight into backup. But I would say like the source is here. Temporary feather source. This one goes into backup. I would say these two. We'll make one called skirt backup and then put that into backup. Skirt bow source. I'll just put that in. What is, oh, skirt bow. That's that one. Yeah, I'll put that into backup as well. Frill duplicate. Frill source. Frill source can go into backup for now. Top should go into model. 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 I'll put this into source. Misc. Model. See, much better. Much better. It's even like, you can see the bottom of the list. That's crazy. Are the forums supposed to be this thick, or am I tripping? You mean these? Probably not. I'll probably end up adjusting most things still. There's not anything that's like set in stone, but I'll make a note of the forums because you're right. I think looking at them now, they're really thick. Especially for like, oh, do you know what it is? I know why. I think I decreased the arm length and it must not have, like, it must have squashed it. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, hang on, let me get the, I'm just gonna write a note. Thank you for spotting that, by the way. Make forearm smaller. Sandy, it's just that hench. But this isn't me though. Is this caused by me being hench? But yeah, I think that's it. I think we cleaned up the files so they're a bit more readable. And then I think we're gonna call it here actually. I'm gonna see who we can raid. It warps so you see others. Ah, gotcha. That makes sense. I'll let you off on that one. Alright, let's see who's in line. And no, we're not rating me. That's not how that works. Well, if I had a different channel, I could do that, but no, I'm not rating myself. Ooh, hydrate. Thank you. Hang on. Let's see. Who is on the line? Do we have any Blender people? Blender. Blender. I'm gonna search, see if there's any Blender people. I feel like I've already rated all the Blender people that are live streaming during my time. Oh wait, hang on. Let's have a look. Flandre! Thank you for the raid. You silly man. Oh wait, hang on. How was your stream, Flandre? How was your stream? Okay. They're like VTuber adjacent. I'm not sure if they're like a full-on VTuber. No, I would class them as a VTuber. They have a very cute, like, what seems to be like a PNG model, and they are doing Blender. They are having a food break, I think, but they seem to be, like, their model seems to be moving, so we can go say hello to DJ Kimiko. I'm not actually a streamer, despite the propaganda you might hear. What, you've never streamed? How can you raid then? How does that make sense? Also, I literally was about to press enter before I've said all the things I need to say. Offline rating? Wow, I'm gonna start banning offline raiders. Not allowed. Alright, so thank you so much everyone for stopping by. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna make a stream schedule tomorrow, hopefully, when I have time, if I have time. If not, just know that I'm gonna be streaming on Wednesday and Friday at 7 o'clock BST. Alright, so it's just the usual times for anyone who has been here before. Basically the same time I started today. But, as always, I might feel like a minute or two late. So, you know, be nice, be nice. But usually I try and be on time. And then, I think that's about it. Yeah. I might end up working on this model or a different model offline. So if this looks if this one looks a bit different, then that's why. But actually, realistically, I'm probably just gonna be working on this one the next time on Wednesday. Maybe on the weekend I'll be able to have some time to work on it offline. But if not, I do work on it online here, so I'm not worried. 8 o'clock Wednesday and Friday. Well, 7 o'clock BST, but That would be 8 o'clock for you, wouldn't it? I think if I'm not mistaken. But yes, thank you so much, everyone. I hope everyone has a lovely evening. I'm gonna snooze that ad. We're not gonna get added right before we raid. That's ridiculous. And now we're gonna raid DJ Kimiko. They seem to be doing some texturing right now in Blender, and they have a really cute like model. So we're gonna go say hello. I need to get my raid message up. There we go, I think. All right, we got it. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready to say hello? Be nice as usual. I mean, you guys are always nice, so I'm not worried about that. But be nice and have a great evening or day, okay? See you guys later. Bye-bye. No, don't. No, no, no. No, no, no. Don't. No. Be nice. All right? Bye-bye.